Hello, it's the Friday Talkie. I'm jumping on the bandwagon today. I'm going to answer the same tag that everyone else is answering by Rob, MaximumRD. I can't remember what his exact title was because I haven't got his page up. What it amounts to is, does backward compatibility matter to you? It's a really good question, because how the hell do you answer that? Actually, this could be really short. I could just say, no. It's not actually as simple as that. I have two different ways of looking at it, and it depends what I'm doing. The first system I'm aware of that had backward compatibility was the 7800. Atari found how much it mattered when they tried to upgrade from the 2600 to the 5200 and didn't have backward compatibility, and well, that system bombed, though it more likely bombed because it had such bloody horrible controllers. But anyway, they learned the lesson with the 7800 and did a bit better. But I didn't have a 7800 back in the day, and I didn't even know about that. Backward compatibility to me then didn't exist. It was an irrelevance. I didn't give it a thought. The first time it really became something I thought about was with the Amiga, but it's kind of not quite the same, because an Amiga is an Amiga, whether you have a 500, a 1500, a 2000, a 1200, a 4000, whatever. It's still an Amiga, and you would expect backward compatibility. Technically speaking, it's the same computer, it's just been upgraded, but the architecture is like, is a generational thing, evolution, not blah blah, you know what I mean. So the first time I really encountered it was with the PS2, being able to play PS1 games, and I must admit I liked it. I thought that's a really good idea, and I promptly didn't use it. And that's really the thing. If I look at how do I use my consoles when I'm actually gaming, for the sake of gaming, I don't use backward compatibility. It doesn't matter to me one bit, because if I'm playing my PS3, all I play are PS3 games. It's got the backward compatibility with the PS2 and the PS1. But when do I use that? When I'm making videos. And that really is the only time it matters, because I'm really not playing PS1 and PS2 games for fun. If I'm playing for fun, it's just PS3, really. It's very, very convenient when I'm making videos, though. I'm not really making videos of PS2 games as such, but PS1 games, I'll bung them in there. And it is really nice to be able to not have to dig out the PS1. And I mean, I've been doing this Tato compilation, and it's a PS2 disc, and I've actually found it really bloody annoying that I've had to dig out the PS2, because it didn't really run that well on backward compatibility with the PS3, which made me value good, functional, effective backward compatibility a lot. But that's the thing. I've got a 60 gigabyte PS3 with the PS2 backward compatibility, and I've got an 80 gig one downstairs without the backward compatibility for the PS2, and it really pissed me off when they took it away. And I think that's the thing. If they'd released the PS3 from the word go with no backward compatibility at all, I'd have been fine. Doesn't matter, don't mind a bit. I've got a Saturn and a Dreamcast, and the Dreamcast won't play Saturn games. I don't mind. They won't play Mega Drive games. I don't mind. You know, if it was never there in the first place, I couldn't give a damn. If I want to play an older game, I'll get out the older console. No problem. But if they had it, and then they took it away, then I'm pissed off. Just because I don't like having options taken away from me if they were originally there. It feels like being messed about, and I don't like being messed about at all. But in terms of actually playing games, Doesn't matter a bit to me. I'll just play it on the old hardware if I want to play an old game. Yes, link down there to Rob's original video, or I'll just do it as a video response. So you'll see the link somewhere. Anyway, this kind of brings me on to something that's not entirely related, but it's part of that they give you something and then take it away thing. And it's also connected with, I mean, I keep banging on about I don't like how modern gaming is going with all your digital rights management, download this, download that, restricting what you're able to do with your games. You don't really own them anymore, blah blah. I bang on about it. Not all the time, but probably more than is relevant for a retro gaming channel. But anyway, something has come up which you may or may not be aware of. I'm going to read you out this here headline. I'll put a link to the story down there. EA shutting down Rock Band iOS game even if you own it. But it's still on sale for $2.99. Yeah. There's a game you can get for your iPad, probably your iPhone, I don't know. Rock Band. There's an in-game prompt message thing been turning up when people are playing a game saying, "Dear rockers, on May 31st, Rock Band will no longer be playable on your device. Thanks for rocking out with us." So you've paid for the game, you've downloaded it, but they've decided you can't play this anymore. After this date, we're taking it away from you. You've paid for it. But they can do it. And this is what I keep banging on about. Downloaded games, restrictive policies, you no longer own your games. And when it's a download only thing like that, they have the power to take your game away. Why they're doing it isn't stated. It might be music licenses running out. Well, tough shit, I say. You paid for it. You should be allowed to use it. There will be some very small print somewhere that allows them to do this legally, but to my mind, it's just plain theft. But because it's a download only and it's hooked up to the internet, they have the power to do it. And I don't like it. I don't like it at all. And that is the way gaming is going, which is a very bad thing. It's appalling, in fact. I've read lots of bad things about things that are happening in modern gaming, stuff that I don't like, but this is by far the worst. It's disgraceful. And if this is the way the big companies are going to behave, well, they don't deserve to be in business. They deserve to lose all of their customers. And there deserves to be a gaming crash. There really does. This is just bullshit. Bring on the little independent consoles with independent developers. I mean, yes, we won't have the big massive AAA titles. We'll have little quirky independent things that don't have the super duper flash graphics and the multi-billion-pound budget. But we won't get screwed. Maybe. If it's download only, maybe we will, and it seems like download only will be the way the independent stuff is delivered. I don't know. I don't have the answers. I just know that this story pissed me off massively. Yeah, okay. This really is going to be short because I'm moving on to the shout out now. I've got nothing. Yeah. Spend all week recording videos of games and stuff, and come to the end of the week and I've got nothing to tell you. So let me turn the camera around and show you this. Here we go then. SuperZap Gaming's channel. What can I tell you about this? It's not your typical gameplay channel that it initially looks like. And why is that? Because it's got different players, reviewers, gameplay talker kind of commentators thing, that, yes. Different people. Some of them you may know, some of you may not. Some of them you may not. The one that caught my attention recently was this. Road Rash Palm Desert on Mega Drive with Hindley Yak. I like Hindley-Yak. I am subscribed to his channel and I enjoy what he does. So when I saw this, I was already subscribed to this channel, but I hadn't realised quite what was going on. But when I saw him on here, I realised, hold on, there's something clever happening here. Because they have different people, here we go, 77 Roscoe on there. Who have we got on here? Zebrahead 6000. Different kinds of games, different commentators. The channel itself is run by a couple of guys. Let me just tell you who they are. Mr. Cheap Kills and 77 Roscoe. They run this channel, and it says here, want to get involved? Watch this and drop us a message. So basically it's like a multi what the hell do you want to call it, multi-commentator gameplay channel. And what's really cool about that is it's fantastic for finding new channels because it's got different people doing it. Now I don't know how many people are going to get involved, but what a great way to find new channels. It's like, I hesitate to say suck it and see, but you subscribe to this, you don't know who you're going to be watching, and you can find yourself watching some really good stuff. And let's face it, if you find yourself watching Hindley-Yak, you know you're watching some good stuff. Who else have we got here? 77 Roscoe, that's like an update thingy. Mr. Cheap Kills. It's a clever idea. I hope more people get involved. They're currently at 57 subscribers. They've got 42 videos. How long have they been going? A month? That's not bad going, really, is it? Yeah, so that is SuperZap Gaming. Link down there. Do check it out and, well, get involved if you feel like it. There we go. White balance always goes off when I've done that. All orange. Nice. I said this was going to be short, didn't I? Ha. What's coming up? More of the same? You will know I've been experimenting a little bit. Or maybe you won't. Maybe you won't have realised that's why I'm doing what I'm doing. I've been like pouring out the videos, lots of them, mainly off these compilation discs, just because it's easy to do it that way. It's easy to get lots of videos together quickly. And I wanted to see how that turned out in terms of views. Did people watch them? Did more people watch them? Did fewer people watch them? Because in the long term, more videos means more views, because you'll get people coming to them from search results. And when you've got advertising on there, that kind of matters. Umpteen people horrified shout, he's just doing it for the money. No, I'm doing it because I love it. But if I can make money out of it, it makes sense to try and increase exposure. So just, I suppose what I'm doing now is reporting the results. Does piling the videos in there help? In the short term, absolutely not. Like, the number of views I get on a video on the first day, where I'm putting out 2 instead of 1, is halved. I lose half of the viewers for each video, because, say, people who watch in the morning, they'll see the video that I've uploaded in the morning, and that's it. And the people who watch in the evening see the video that gets put up in the evening, and that's that. And so I'm halving the viewership. But over the period of a few days, it does kind of catch up. I guess people spot, oh look, there's another one there that I hadn't seen. Something like that, I don't know. But the end result is the number of views is about the same as when I was putting up 1 a day. So in the long term, it's worthwhile, because more videos is good. If you're wanting to get results from searches, you know, people are searching for an individual game, the more videos you've got, the more chance there is of people finding it. So yes, it's worth doing that. Now, another experiment, which I am only just starting, it's something I read on one of the YouTube help pages or whatever. They do like little tutorial. In fact, I downloaded something, I can't remember what it was, some PDF that explained all the different things you could do to improve the performance of your channel, views, ratings, blah blah blah, all that. And one thing I noticed, it actually recommended doing something that actually, when I see it on other channels, annoys the shit out of me, excuse my French, and I know it annoys other people. The way they put it I found interesting though. You know, when you see it at the end of the video, they'll bung up annotations saying, please subscribe. And you're thinking, I've already bloody subscribed, you don't need to put that there. Or, if I like the channel, I'll subscribe, I don't need to be told. Clever people, intelligent people, will be irritated by that. Or people who, if you've already, you know what I mean, it's irritating. The interesting thing that YouTube said was, there are actually a large proportion of people who, they don't think about it. They watch a video, they think that was alright, and then they move on to the next one, and it doesn't actually cross their mind to subscribe. And they're saying, you know, prompt them, they will subscribe. Some people will, they just don't, the thought doesn't cross their mind, but if you put the thought in their head, they will subscribe. So I'm going to give it a go, and I'm trying to do it in a way that isn't it's my outro thing, you know, where I've had the buy the t-shirt thing, which when I think about it was quite crass anyway, so I've got rid of that and changed it with something else that is a bit of a prompt. Apologies if it's annoying. It's an experiment. I want to see if it works or not, because with all the current changes that YouTube have made, getting subscribers is really hard. I used to get 10 a day, now it's like 1 a day. Really hard. So I just want to see if it works, and if it works I will let you know. Here you are, I'm annoying you for your own benefit. I'm not kidding anyone, it's not for your benefit, it's for mine, but I will tell you whether it works or not, because you might be interested. Sorry if you're not. But anyways, right at the end of the video, everyone who's already subscribed will have already closed the window by then anyway, so it shouldn't bother you. That's all I've got. It's a short video. It's been a weird week. It's just been a really weird week. Not telling you about it. Yeah. It's going to have to do, I'm afraid. Thank you for watching.